The next question we are asked if the angle of depression of A from B is 30 and the angle of depression of A from C is 60. We are asked to find the line of sight of A if CB should be line of sight AB if CB is that. So we draw the diagram. So let's remember from where? B. So remember, this should be, okay, let's finish. The diagram will look like this. The diagram will look like this. They said angle of A, depression of A from B is 30. So from B, the person that's the man looks down to A. And also from C, why I write this, because if you notice this is 30, that this is 30, the depression, why by alternate angle theorem is 30 here. Why C is 60. So this should be 30 to make it 60. Why here is 60. Do you understand? Angle of depression, but by alternate angle theorem is 60 here. Why 30 here, 30. So we are giving CB as 45 kilometers. So we are now asked to find line of sight AB. So we are looking for AB. We are looking for X. Let's call it T. So if you know, here is 120 by angle on a straight line or linear pair postulate. So without wasting time, therefore D is, okay, this is 45. This is also, AC is also 45. You know why? Isosceles triangle theorem. This is 30, base angles 30, 30. So this should be equal. So finally, our D is 45 root 3 by 30, 30, 120 triangle theorem. I don't know whether you've heard of such theorem. It's easy to understand that if you are given any, here is 120, any 30, 30, 120 triangle. If here is X, here is also X by isosceles triangle theorem. Finally, X, here is X root 3. The one opposite 120 degrees always X. So looking at this diagram, 45, 45. So this should be 45 root 3. So that's it. So the next one, okay, the next question, we are given the BE and BEC are on the same horizontal ground and AD are on the same vertical line such that D is 5 cm and the angles of elevation of A from B and that of D from C are the same. Find the value of AE if AB is 18 and DC 12. Okay, let's draw. We have a horizontal line and a vertical line. We said B, E and C lie on the same, okay. Okay, let's draw. This is a vertical line. So they said B, E and C are on the same horizontal line. Why A, D and E. So this should be A, D and E on the same vertical line. So this should be 90. So if DE is 5, so if here is 5 cm. So okay, let me not level here. Let me just finish. And the angles of elevation of A from B. Y the angle, and that of D from C. D from C. So if they are the same, okay, let me use different pen. So if they are the same, here is theta, here is theta. And they say DE is 5 cm. 5 cm, yes, 5. Then we are now asked to find A. So if AB is 18, YDC is 12. So we are asked to find the value of AE. So we are looking for this. The only way we can see, we are seeing some, this is 90. This is also 90. So we are using similar triangle here to solve this. Yes. So by AE over, because this corresponds to the long AE corresponds to DE. YAB corresponds to DC by right triangle similarity theorem. So by that theorem, so we are looking for AE. Therefore, AE is DE times AB over DC, which is DE is what? 5 times AB is 18. DC is 12. Okay, 6, 3, so this should be 15. 15 over 2. So that's the answer. See ya. So the next question, it said if a man looking out of a window of a building of height 60 meters, observe that the angle of depression of the top of the street light pole is 30 degrees. If the foot of the flagpole is 60 meters from the building, calculate I, the angle of depression of the foot of the pole from the man, and the height of the flagpole. So let's draw. So assume this is the building, and this is the flagpole. So they said the depression of the top of the pole. So this is the pole. Why this is the building? So they said the building is the height. The height is 60 meters. Why? Observe that, okay, this should be, okay, let's, so this is 30, the top here. So this is the pole, this is the top of the pole. So we need to do, wish to draw some. Something like, okay, let's just stop here. So this is the top of the pole. So they said the angle of depression is 30. So here is 30. Here should be 30 by alternate angle theory. So this is the pole, this is the top. They also said if the foot of the pole is 60 meters, they said the foot of the pole, it should be 90, 60. Let me just use a different ink. So if here is the same 60, they now ask us the angle of depression of the angle of depression of the foot of the pole from the man. So we are looking for angle of depression. So we are looking for this. Let's call it theta. And if you notice, if here is theta, here is also theta. Here is also theta by alternate angle theorem. So without wasting time, the answer is there, because what is here is 60, 60. This is 90. So theta here should be theta also. So the answer is 45. So theta is 45 degrees. You don't need to waste your time by, this should be 45, 45, 90 triangle theorem. As you can see, here is 90. So these two are the same, because this is 60, this is 60. The height and this, they are 60. So each of the angle must be 45. So that's it. So finally, we are asked to find the height of the pole. Okay. So assuming here, let's call here x. So here should be 60 minus x. So from here to here. Y from here to here is x. So once we know it, the height of the pole, so 60 minus x is the height of the pole, because from here they are the same. From here, let me level A, B, C, D, E. So DB and EC are the same. So let's calculate that. So okay, the first value we get here is x. So using this triangle ADE, we get x first. So without wasting that, if you notice, this is 30. So we can use our 30, 60, 90 triangle theory. So remember, here is 60. Here should also be 60. By the same theory. So from here, this is 30, 60, 90 triangle theory. Therefore, 60, whatever that is here, because this should be opposite 60, this is 60. Yes, because here is 30. So whatever that is here must be x root 3 by 30, 60, 90 triangle theorem. So the best thing is to use this theorem. If you don't know anything on this, just either you Google or you go to my video on that. It's titled Triangle Theorem. So from here we can get our s. Therefore, our x is 60 over root 3. And this should, if you rationalize, should be this is rationalized as 60 root 3 over 3. So this should be 20 root 3. So our x is 20 root 3. Therefore, the height of the pole is now 60 minus 20 root 3. So that's the answer. That's our final answer.